Yeah, you got it, listener. That's the scale, right? Like flyweights are really fast. And they can hit you 30 times, right? Like before you even knew you got hit, right? But their power is not the power of a heavyweight. A heavyweight is slow and ponderous compared to a flyweight, but everything he hits you with absolutely kills you and knocks you out. That kid behind you, you see in that picture, is Chris Pelez. Now, Chris is the only guy I actually spar really hard with now, and it's kind of funny. You know, Chris is a 125-pound fighter. He's making his debut coming up. I got a date night with my wife. I can't make it, which makes me feel horrible. I got to talk to the kid. But the bottom line is he's so quick. He hits me with 8-punch combinations, and my kicks have no effect on him. He sees them coming, and he's able to easily absorb them, if not have them miss, right? And that's the thing. I think a lot of you on the channel who have been with me a long time know I talk about Hyde Emil. Now, Hyde was he's a featherweight in the UFC now. He was the youngest Scrap Pack member. He's like a kid working the front desk. When I sparred him one day, and he tooled me up real good. Well, what happened? Well, Hyde was quick and fast. I was a heavyweight, you know. At least I was weighing in the heavyweight zone, right? I was 220 pounds, and I'd use those MMA tricks, you know, like lead hand, your power hand, bounce back out, other hand, your power hand out, you know, again, lead hand. Chris Pelez is more traditional Muay Thai, but he throws so many combinations that are so fast in succession. You know, I can't deal with him, and I know he's going to be a danger to MMA fighters. If he can get some takedown defense, he's going to be a real threat as an Emmy and as a pro. He's with some good guys over at Factum MMA. I hope he goes the limit, man. But yes, what you're saying is absolutely true, listener. And there's always that middle ground. Like, what do they say in wrestling? The perfect wrestler is 165, 168. What in the heck are they talking about? What they're talking about is when that power meets that speed, when you're still powerful enough to hurt anybody, but you're still fast enough to trick anybody. And I've talked about this in my career. When I would cut to 185, I was useless. Now at heavyweight, they never knocked me out. Why? Because I could see their punches coming, just like Chris can before my punches come to him, right? So that's a huge, huge advantage. And they're always looking for, like, what is that perfect weight? And of course, they're looking for what is the perfect weight for you as a fighter. Where should you be? Now, in boxing for a long time, they thought the welterweights were perfect, then the lightweights in MMA. But really, it's, you know, the people who were around the division at the time. I would tell you that what's starting to happen is Alexander Usyk, you can see it as a cruiserweight, is coming up to heavyweight and beating all those guys. Now, everybody's going to yell at me because they're going to say cruiserweight was the worst division. Yeah, well, cruiserweight was the worst division because of the economics of boxing. But if you take the best guy like Usyk, who's still got enough speed to not be ponderously slow like the big heavyweights, it explains that cruiserweight success. If Evander Holyfield has it, Usyk has it, and this Jaya Potea may have it one day too. But very soon we all root for my boy Chris. Hopefully he wins this fight. Everybody like and subscribe for more on The Fight Game.